Hey guys, I'm Aditya Thakur and welcome to another video in our Python playlist. In this video, we'll get started with dictionaries in Python, and in the previous videos, we have covered the different collections, lists and tuples. We'll cover dictionaries in this video, and let's get started without any further delay. A quick introduction to Newton School. It is a platform which prepares you for your career in tech. They have courses designed for freshers, working professionals, and also for women with no tech background. It will first train you for 6 months and help you become an amazing full stack developer. Newton School has a network of more than 300 plus great companies. So once the training is done, they'll ensure that you are placed in one of the best companies. And the best part is they have a pay after placement program, so you don't have to pay anything until and unless you are placed with the minimum 5 lakh CTC. About the Launchpad program, so it is an initiative taken by Newton School for people who want to start coding from scratch. They have different programming languages, courses in them for absolutely free, and this video would also be available with exercises on the Launchpad section. So we were talking about collections. We have covered lists and tuples. Set is a collection which is unordered, unindexed, and no duplicate members. We want to do dictionaries now. So dictionaries are a collection which is ordered and changeable, and it allows no duplicate members. What I mean by that? So first point, dictionaries are used to store data values in key value pair, which means there would be a key and there would be a value to it. Now, dictionaries are ordered. This is after version 3.7. So as of Python version 3.7, dictionaries are ordered. In versions 3.6 and earlier, dictionaries weren't ordered. What do I mean by that is, when we say that these dictionaries are ordered, it means that the items there have a defined order, and this order does not change. So there is an order that is defined and it would not change. Unordered means that the item does not have a defined order, and you cannot refer to an item by using an index. So we have often seen, like, how do we access the different items in a list? We have an order to it, 0, 1, 2, 3, and we can use the index to access these elements, right? So in dictionaries, they weren't ordered before, but they are ordered now. So you can use the index to access the elements. So no two items can have the same key, and thus dictionaries do not allow duplicates. They are changeable, though you can change the items in a dictionary. Let's instead of talking about it, let's try and test it out in code. So I'll go over to newtonschool.co. If you do not have an account, you can sign up. Since I already have one, I'll just quickly log in. It should take me to my dashboard, and I'll go over to the playground section and scroll down to algorithm playground. You can create a new playground or open an existing one. I'll quickly create a new one, and here you have the code editor, the input and the output tabs. Now before we type the code, we'll have to select the compiler. So we are working with 3.8.1 Python compiler, which means our dictionaries would be ordered. And how do you declare a dictionary basically is, so let's say like example dictionary. So this is our example dictionary. Now we use curly brackets to create a dictionary, and it has a key and a value. So let us say we have a key called name. We'll type in name, and then we use a colon to specify its value. So this would be Aditya, right? And there could be a second key like age, and we can give it a value which could be an integer. And lastly, we can create another value, let us say like has Android, and set it to true. So we're using 3 different data types. We have the keys for each. Name has a string data type, which is my name, and age is another parameter or the key which has 19 to it, and then has Android mobile phone, which is set to true. True is a Boolean type. So if I'll go ahead and print it out, let me type in print an example dictionary. So what would it print out to console? Let us see. So it would give an error and it says invalid syntax. So what we are doing is we forgot to put in the commas. These commas are important to differentiate between the different elements in a dictionary, and now it would print out the dictionary as such. So you will get the key and the value, then comma, and the key again and the next value. So this is how a dictionary is defined in Python, and then we can access the different elements. Let us first try accessing an element by using a key. So if I'll type in the dictionary name and put in my square brackets and try to access an element, what should it do? So if I run this now, so it does print out my name. So you can access an element using the key. So if you will specify the key, it would print out the value adjacent to it. So with name, I could get the value Aditya. And now to check out like what are all the different keys available to us, I can use a method called keys. And when I run this now, it should print out all the dictionary keys to the console. And we can also use .values, values, to print out the different values inside the dictionary, and it would print out the values inside the dictionary. So this is how you get the items. There is also another method called the items method, which returns each item in a dictionary. Let us try running that as well. And what it does is it returns a list as tuples in a list. So this is our list outside. This square brackets represent a list, and there are tuples inside it. Like each key and its value were made into a tuple, and they were all together put inside a list. So this item methods return something like this. And that is how you can access the elements. Then we also have other functions that we can use, as in there is the length function, right, which should print out the length of the dictionary. So it prints out 3, which means there are 3 key value pairs inside the dictionary. So how can you change change a element inside a dictionary? So I can type in example dictionary and type in the key, as in let us say if I want to update the age, I want to make it 18, right? So now my new dictionary should have an updated value. I'll first print out the old dictionary and then print out the new dictionary after the applied changes. So you'll notice like the age is updated. So you can update the value using the key, as in you'll specify the key and the value that you want to update it to. There is also another method which lets you do the same thing, which is .update. So how can you use the .update method is basically type in the dictionary name, type in update, and pass the value as a key value pair. So you'll type in age and the value that you want to assign it to it. Let us this time make it 20, so changes are better visible. And now if I run this, it printed out none. What we want to do is basically take these changes out and then print the example dictionary. Let us try running this, and it does work. It updates the age to 20, and there we have it. We can change the values either by specifying the key and assigning the new value, or by using the update method and assigning the key value pair. So we can also add items to the dictionary. If there is if an item does not exist, so you can simply add that item by doing something like, let us say I have my example dictionary. I want to create a new item which would be favorite color. So I can assign a value to it, as in let us say black, and run this code once. So my old dictionary is printed out, which does not have this favorite color value, and my new dictionary has this new value added to it. So this is how you can add an item to your list. And we already saw the update method that we were using. We can also remove certain items from a dictionary by using the pop method. So I'll have my dictionary name, I'll type in .pop and specify what I want to remove. So let us say I want to remove my age from this data, and you'll notice like it pops. The original dictionary had name, age and has Android, but the new dictionary that is printed out from it, age has been removed. So our new dictionary does not have the age added to it. So you can pop this, or you can also pop item. So there is another method called pop item, which if we'll run it on our existing dictionary, what it would do is it would remove the last item that was inserted in the dictionary. So the last item that is inserted is the has Android, and you can use this to pop the last item, right? You can use pop and specify the key value which you want to remove. You can use pop item to remove the last item. We can also use the delete keyword to remove certain element. So I can type in delete and the key that I want to delete, and it would delete the key value from it. So this is about how you can modify the different dictionaries. We can also copy one dictionary to other, and you can do this simply by using, like, there is a new dictionary that you want to create. You can copy it from the last one, and print both of them out. So you will have all three different dictionaries printed to console. The benefit of copying is that any changes you make would not be made to the reference. Instead, it would be made to a whole new dictionary. We have talked about it in the list methods as well when we were talking about copy method there. So this is useful when you do not want to work on the reference of your last dictionary. Instead, create a new one and save a copy. So yeah, that is why we can use the copy method. Now there is also another thing that I want to show is something called nested dictionaries. So let us say like you want to have multiple data of students. So what you can do is you can create one dictionary nested inside of the other. So how it would work is, first I'll need to specify a key. Let us say student1, and then inside my value I'll create a new dictionary, and I can specify the values as key value pair. So I'll go name and give it Aditya, comma, the next key that I want to specify, like let us say marks, and it would be however much you want it. Go with 100. Right, so you can also have nested dictionaries like this. You can create another key which is student2, change the name Aman, and change the marks as well. So now if I run this code, it should have like a dictionary, two dictionaries nested inside one. It is giving me an error, invalid syntax, because we forgot the comma here between different elements of a dictionary. And let's try running this again. And there you have it. You'll have a dictionary inside a dictionary. So that is how you can create nested dictionaries. And there are other methods that you can check out on these dictionaries. We already talked about the copy method. There is also a clear method which would basically clear the elements from a dictionary. So let us say example dictionary dot clear. Let's try printing it out then and try running this program. Then there are other like it would empty this dictionary. There are other methods that most of which we have already talked about, as in pop items, copy method we talked about, update we have seen. and you can check out more from the documentation itself. But that is all for this video. We saw how to create dictionaries, how to access elements, remove them, and basically covered everything. We also saw nested dictionaries. You can access the elements again using the key from the dictionary, delete items, modify them accordingly. They are ordered as of now in the newer versions of Python, and they cannot have duplicate values. Only one key can have the values, and that is all. So do not forget to subscribe the channel to stay updated with the new videos as they come out. I am Aditya Thakur, and thank you so much for watching.